Alright, let's go. What's up, everybody? DOY, Saya. Saya is just short for my name. DOY stands for Disciple of Yahweh. So that's basically what this channel and this group is going to be about. We submitted to God. We've been saved by Him. And Jesus is our everything. So, you're going to see a lot of that there. Just letting it know beforehand. So, all the unnecessary hate and everything is just blown out of the water immediately. So right now, technically I'm not going to be going over any like lessons or anything today. I'm just going to be kind of explaining what I want to happen with the strategy, and just so y'all not completely bored or anything, I'm going to be just back testing, seeing if we can find a little something right now. So you can just take a look or pay attention to my trade style or wherever, however you like it, and just listen. So, unfortunately, we did have, I'm not even gonna say unfortunately, we did have Discord before this. We did have a Discord before this, but it was based off of my previous channel, which was To Trades. If you remember me from that, we kind of broke off of that because one that that channel and that name was old. It was based off of past things that happened and stuff like that, and just how we overcame it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it's just kind of a waste. So, you know, we've been delivered from that. We're better than that now. God, he, he did his thing. He did his thing. He brought us out of that. So we wanted to change it over, and plus, when doing anything with trading and life, gym, everything, working, all of that, I want to glorify God and everything. And so basically, that's what this channel is going to be. We're going to have the Discord. We're going to do everything, like giveaways and stuff like that. But we unfortunately did lose that other one, but it's alright because we get a fresh start. We get to remake these videos that I made from back then. I was using some free program things, so like it kind of sucked. But now we at least get to, we at least get to catch something, catch these videos a little bit better. So like I can genuinely plan it out and not just kind of go with the flow of whatever it put me in. Because I was using this thing called what was it called? Chart Champs, where you basically 1v1 on the charts. It just helps you be competitive and learn and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically what I was doing. And we're gonna do a lot of how do I say this? We're gonna do a lot of learning. A lot of learning. I have few students at the moment, but as we get more and more students, you're gonna realize pretty soon that like I'm not here to really get anything from y'all. I'm here to give something to y'all. And the best thing I can give y'all is God, a relationship with Him, or understanding, so that, He may glorify Himself through your life. He may change you. He may bring you out of whatever you were in or something like that. Just He gets to get the glory of everything. And then the second thing that I can give you is, an understanding, a strategy, whatever you may need to continue your journey in these charts or start your journey in these charts, because it is pretty much I want to say like the game isn't hard, trading isn't hard, overcoming yourself as a trader is extremely hard. So that's kind of what I just want to give to the people. Yeah, we just kind of broke through that and kept running. But yeah, So I want to be able to give that off. Pretty much everything's going to be as simple as I can put it, as quick as I can put it as well too. I don't want anybody to sit on something that's insignificant for too long. We bound for a retest here. So I wouldn't sit on anything, too long. But the things that are important, I'm gonna try to install it into y'all way harder than it was installed into me. So it's a little bit easier to understand, and then for you to take it serious from the jump. I don't want you guys to be caught up in this game of just like win lose, and then feel like you're just not getting nowhere in trading, because it can feel like a trap. It can feel like it doesn't exist or it doesn't make sense, and the reality is it does, but it is pretty hard and uncommon for you, not even just you, just humans to want to change in general, because we're our greatest, letdown or setback. We do certain stuff to ourselves. That was a fake liquidity sweep. We do the simple things to ourselves, and we know what we're doing wrong, but most of the time we will not. Most of the time we will not own up to it, admit to it, or try to change, and that just leads to further. You probably can target a 2.5 here. Let's see. That just leads to further, of you not. What the heck? Oh, this is not trading view. My bad. It just leads to further of you going into that hole, because you understand the problem, you understand what needs to be fixed and everything, but you won't do it because it's so easy to blame someone else or to just ignore it, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense. This would be our break-even point. You'll learn more about that if you're a brand new person. If you already know a little bit, you can already see what's probably going on here. Fake liquidity sweep. I'm looking to resweep that again, and then maybe the big move down will happen, but we're not looking for the big move every time. Base hit happens every day. If you can catch a base hit and get off, that's what you do. But yeah, as humans, we hold ourselves back. It's just like you going to the gym. Your psychology knows, or you yourself knows in your right mind, you need to wake up early. You need to go. I'll probably get subbed out. You need to wake up early. You need to go. That's break even. So I'm pretty sure I get break even off the trade. Well, stop and profit. But you need to wake up early. You need to go. You need to handle everything. It just barely missed it too. You need to handle everything, but unfortunately you don't. And it's not really unfortunate. It's pretty much simple. You know what's wrong, and I got stopped right here, right? Yeah, so pretty much a 1-to-1. The 1-to-2 definitely played out on this nicely. The 0.5 probably would play out, but I would not risk staying break even on this. Lock in your profits, especially after this is a fake liquidity sweep and we're gonna redo it again. But you know what you need to do, and you just won't do it. So that's my job, is to basically keep you guys from doing what I did. And I would say it was because I learned on my own. I bought a few courses and stuff like that, but I'm pretty much a self-aware person, and once I got in about my third one, I wasn't really spending too much money on courses or anything like that. It wasn't that expensive. It was something smooth or whatever like that. But just joining them and realizing they're all basically telling you the same thing without telling you the truthful part of it, which would be, that you're the problem. A lot of them, they see it as like a money grab. Like, you can't be mad at them. It's
It's something you can kind of respect. It's a hustle. They grind it to get where they at. People want to get there. They don't pretty much want to give everybody the shortcut immediately there. So what they do is they'll give their strategies and stuff like that, and then for the people who stick around and who really spending money and stuff like that on the course, or just keep asking questions, they're always there. Then eventually they get to that mentorship where they teach them that you can have a strategy, you can have a game plan, you can have everything you pretty much need, but the problem will always end up in you. No one's gonna force you to press that button. I could be your mentor all day telling you, I could be telling you longs down here, and say as your mentor, I got in this play and I held it to this high, and boom, because that wasn't a bad play. But the reason why I didn't like it, you will find out later, and that's because of this accumulation, right? So this is not a bad play, but let's say as a mentor, I get into this, right? I may even hold it to the 1 to 3, and it came back down, almost break even me, and boom, went up. But let's say I get into this, you don't listen. As a mentor, I wasn't wrong. I took the trade exactly how I needed to. We had basically, well, not even basically, you had no drawdown on this trade. No drawdown at all. But let's say you don't listen, you watch what happens, you get FOMO, fear of missing out now. You wanted to wait a little longer, so you enter this, and because you saw how much I made on this, you enter in the heavier size. And then when you do that, the move is already over, and boom, you're stopped out. That's what I mean when I say no one can basically help you in this, or do it for you. They can help you. Sorry, that was I misworded that. They can help you, but no one can do this for you. No one can force you to press buy down here. No one can force you to press sell up here. But what I want to get through everybody immediately, and that's what you're going to see a lot in this thing, is it doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter whether you caught this move or you waited and you saw it reject off of here again, and you caught this 1 to 3. This position can make more than this position. Yes, it's a longer move over here, but because this is a bigger move, who do you think wants to get in this for a risk of $1,000? Right? At least here, when you get further into trading, you understand I'm gonna be wrong pretty quick if I'm wrong. It's more about the consistency than the trades and everything. So when you join the Discord, especially if you're new, your first homework assignments is gonna be these videos that you see after this. What I want y'all to watch after this. This is probably gonna be the longest video because it's just me breaking down the channel and everything and how this group and this community is gonna work. But I want you to get comfortable with watching and get comfortable with missing out. Because once you do, you realize you're not missing out. You haven't missed out on anything. This is the one I need to get off here. You haven't missed out on anything. The markets are going to be here tomorrow. The market's going to be here 3 months later. The market's going to be here 15 minutes later. Who cares? If you took this, you entered here and got stopped out, and you revenge traded, oh, I lost it. You did a sell right here, and then it comes up and it stopped you out. It doesn't change the fact that when you lost, the markets was still going to do whatever it was going to do. The only thing that changed was your mindset. Because you lost, you got aggravated, you got agitated, you felt like you needed to prove something, and you don't. And that's the point of this community. I want this to be a safe place because I want to treat you guys how Jesus treats me. I don't care if you mess up. What I care about is how you react after you mess up. Jesus doesn't care that you sinned. Not wholeheartedly completely true, but you get what I mean. Like When I say he doesn't care about that you sin, it's the fact that he already paid for it and he already knew what was going to happen. I'm not Jesus, but as your mentor, because I went through all of these things, I've already revenge traded, blown accounts in one day. I've already done all of that. I don't care. I don't care that it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. But what I do care about is how you react to when it happens, you know? And you could, I'm not going to curse, but you can half A this. You could, you know, you can get away with a lot of stuff in this. You could lose for the day with us. We're all in the channel. I'm gonna have an exclusive channel for exclusive trades, and that's just for the people that I see who's more serious and stuff like that. You could lose together with us, and we all get off, and we take our $500 loss, and you go back and you revenge trade, and you, let's say you do good, you know, you make your 500 back, and you make an extra 700. What is happening behind the scenes is you don't realize you just rewarded a terrible habit, and that's worse than accepting the loss, because now the next time it does happen, what do you think your brain is going to think? If mom tells you don't run across that street, you see a car coming, but you run across the street anyway, and luckily the car stops, and then when you get across the street, you know, you play around with your friends and you had a fun day, but you still didn't listen to her, you didn't look both ways and everything, you just ran across the street. The next time you go outside when mom's not around, what do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna run across the street. You're gonna do it, and then you're gonna keep doing it until something happens. And rules, let's say this, discipline. People think discipline is this like you know, smashing down every day, waking up, you gotta hit it hard, you gotta hit the gym hard, you gotta hit work hard, you gotta hit the charts hard, you gotta do everything. And honestly, it's not. It's really a boundary. It's really like a perfect example what God does with us. You know, discipline isn't everything is gonna be perfect and you're gonna always want to do something, but it's the fact that you understand the harm that could come from not doing it, so you do it. You own up to what you have to do and you do it. That's why if you want to go to the gym, no one's gonna force you to go to the gym, but in the back of your mind, you know, if I eat the way I do sometimes, you know, and I never work out, I'm gonna end up not in the shape that I want to be, because I don't want to call nobody fat or anything. You're gonna end up in the shape that you don't want to be, right? But no one's gonna force you to be in that shape or to get in shape or anything. But you understand that, yeah, it sucks to wake up early to go to the gym, and that's the best time you can go because of work and the wife and the kids and everything like that. But you understand the outcome that comes from it, from listening, from being disciplined. You'll choose to go, you'll choose to deal with that suckiness, because it only sucks because you're telling your mind that. When you get to a certain point, you realize it doesn't suck, you know? It's fun, it's this and that. It just sucks at the moment. That's the best way to explain it. It sucks at the moment until you get into the flow. But you realize what comes from the outcomes. So, disciples of Yahweh is the community. I'm DOY.Trades, which basically is just disciple of Yahweh, and then my name, you know, just to identify. Yeah, this is the community that I'm building. I hope you stick around and find out from the rest of the videos in the Discord.
that I'm not some guru or whatever what they say now, LARPer or whatever that you who just wants to come money grab. Uh, I lost a lot in these markets, more than I wanted to, and my goal is just to not allow others to deal with that same thing. And the best way I can do that is one, always instill God, the Holy Spirit, and just, promote or give the glory to the person who genuinely brought me out of this. And then always give you guys the reaction, or what shall I call it? I don't know what to call it. But I just want to teach you guys the right way. And the right way might be the right way for you. For somebody else, they might have the money, they don't care. They want to go spend the 1,500 and get this indicator, and they might in the market condition that we in at that moment, it might work. Yeah, it might make a lot of money off of it. But then behind the fact that they didn't learn the right way, when the market switches and when they go on a losing streak and stuff like that, because they didn't learn the right way, it's gonna hit a little harder. It's gonna be hard to get up out of that situation, because you're gonna be constantly at this high. It's like if we have two basketball teams, and they're coming up into the finals, and one basketball team is just, the coach is just, pizza party, come laugh and joke about how we won almost every other game of the season and how we got to the finals, and we're just gonna watch film, and y'all basically not training. He's not teaching y'all the right way, right? And then we have a team who the coach right now, he's being disciplined. He understands that yes, they are really happy they just made it to the finals. They got past a lot of hardships, but now they're at the end and the job isn't finished yet. You ever seen that Kobe edit? They asked him why isn't he happy, and he said the job's not finished. That's real, right? Just because you win a trade, don't get emotional. Just because you win 10 in a row, don't get emotional. At the end of the day, this is supposed to change your life. This is supposed to replace your 9 to 5. So when you get out on that basketball court and that one coach who didn't let them have any fun, now you got a team who's on fire. They're upset because they're not really upset, but they just feel a certain way because they're like, everybody else partying, everybody else having fun. We see the opposing team posting these pictures at these clubs and this new nice hotel and this and that, and then you have this one coach who's like, nah, we got here, but it ain't finished yet. We didn't walk away with nothing yet. And so he slams them. He get that shot in. He's screaming at that one player for taking dumb shots. That coach loves them a whole lot more than I would say that other coach does. Love the other team. Because it might suck right now, and that's the same thing that God does to you. It might suck to you right now, but at the end of the day, He's installing something into them that is going to stick with them way longer. Not only are they going to whoop that team who wasn't prepared, but when they make it out of here and get that trophy in the finals, they're not just going to remember that we won the finals. They're going to remember that we made it there, and when we wanted to party, we weren't able to. And when we wanted to be happy and this and that, He's not telling us that we can't slack off because the job's not done. So what we're going to do here is, yes, we're going to hit it hard and hard.
We're gonna get y'all first payout, and we're gonna get y'all to understand market structure, to understand how to read it, to understand price action, to know what days you don't want to trade based off your trade style. We're gonna get y'all everything you need to know. And once you know everything and you start doing it on a demo account, and then we move you to, a prop firm account, and then we move on to a live account, and when we start, you just start knocking them down. You start knocking them down. I'm not telling you don't celebrate. I'm telling you to celebrate at the right time. Don't get your first payout and go blow it on, I don't know what, some necklace from the mall that you got to make payments on. But just because it's real diamonds on your neck, you feel like that guy. Don't go take the $200, $2,000, $2,500, whatever, and go to the club and freaking, I'm getting me a section, I'm hanging out, I'm going to Miami and LARPing. No, the job's not done, right? The job's not even done for me. Celebrate when it's time to celebrate. When it's time to learn and time to execute, execute as if God is watching you. Stay a good person, stay positive, praise God. And when you lose, you only lose if you take it as a loss. When you lose, you learn. Alright? And when you fail, and you mess up, peep how I'm not telling you, hey, my indicator, you never gonna fail. You never gonna. No, when you win, it's gonna happen. When you fail and when you mess up, understand you have a all gloriful, or a all powerful, a glorious, a holy, a righteous God. And if He's giving you a break, give yourself a break. Alright? Take time off the charts after a loss. Understand how to accept your losses. And remind yourself daily, just because you execute it for a week or for 2 weeks, the professional traders blow up every day. You're human. You're not a robot. You're not AI. You're not ChatGPT. You're human. That's why I said when. You're going to mess up. Even when you're far past this and you already are making thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're no longer in this community, you're doing it on your own, you're still going to remember from this video, if this brings you there, you're human. You're going to mess up. And when you do, accept it. So, sorry for that clap. That was pretty loud. I forgot the mic was right here. But, hope all of you get to the homework. Remember, this is the longest video, but it's the most important video, because everything you hear here, that was so dumb. Everything that you hear in this video, it's going to help you and be your foundation for the next few. So when I teach you liquidity and I teach you the strategy and boom, 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 and you feel like, oh, hold up, I was looking at playing controls at first, but now it's starting to make sense, and I know how to do this, and I know how to watch out for that, and this and that. When it all happens, still keep this in the back of your mind. Keep that rock under you, and that rock isn't me, that rock is Jesus. Okay? Understand that I'm just going to teach you what He taught me, which means who is teaching you? Jesus is teaching you. And when you get there, don't say DOY Saya made you the best trader ever and my mentor's better than. No. My mentor submitted to the Father, and the Father changed him, and He implanted the Father into me, and the Father changed me. And now I'm a W trader, and I'm making this and that, and this and that. But at the end of the day, all the glory still ends up going to Him. So I love y'all. Welcome to DOY.Trades. I hope you all find Jesus and find love in this channel. And the next few videos are going to be short, so you don't have to worry too much. But do your homework, pay attention, and let's get this work going.